Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're diagnosing this no spark problem that we've been having. It's been intermittent. I thought I had it solved by grounding the ECU, and well, it's same thing, but it's back. All right, so what we're having here. All right, so I got the key on, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna show you why I think that it's something in the wiring. Something they got a short in a wire, or there's a wire broken. Something's just not connecting right. Something, and here's why. So the key's on, and I'm gonna turn the camera around for you. With the test light grounded, and we're just gonna go to the ground right here on the starter relay. That's the known ground. That transistor is hot. It should not be hot right now. It should be hot when the engine is running, but not now. So if this was not grounded, the case would be hot as well. So we're going to check for ground on the case. Now let's check for so the case would be hot, and you can see it is not. Checking everywhere, it's not hot. So we're going to check for ground. We're going to put the lead on the hot side of the battery and put the test light on the case. It lights up, so it's grounded. And I'm going to show you with this one. I'm going to stick it right here. Let me get I got to move this to here. So let me get the camera set up. So this may be hard to do on camera. But first thing I'm going to do is check for ground. So this is hot. The lead is on the hot still. My test light is going to the case. It's not lighting up. It's not grounded. So now I'm going to take my ground from, I know this is a known ground from the relay, and I'm going to touch it to the back of the case. Wow. And now I'm going to touch the case again, and it's grounded. So you see the light is on. I remove the ground, it turns off. And that's just touching it to the case. So I know that this ECU over here is grounded. And I hope that I got that on camera. Let me do it one more time, just so you can see. So the test light is on the hot side. The light, we're going to touch to here. No light, so it's not grounded. So I'm going to stick this right here, and I'm going to take my ground. And this wire is just running to the battery for now. This is just a test. I won't get into the reason why I'm doing this, but we'll do it in a different video. So touch this here, it lights up. It's grounded now. The case is now grounded. That's how you check your ECU for ground. One more time. Test light on the positive. Test light, the other end of the test light on the case. If it doesn't light up, it's not grounded. So you can see here, it's grounded. It should. So here's what we're going to do next. The key is on in the run position. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to start checking our connection. Okay, so now what I'm doing is kind of a spark test. The key is on run. Everything's hooked up like it should be. This is your distributor wire here. This is what plugs in to the pickup and the distributor. You should be able to ground this out and get a spark. So if I touch this here, that should spark. And it's not. Alright, so over here on the coil side, I'm going to just hook the test light to a ground. Use this right here, it should be grounded. And we're going to check the coil positive and negative. So on the positive side, you should, with the key and run, you should have about 5 to 6 volts. And you can see, which I don't have a multimeter, mine broke. I need to buy a new one. But just from the brightness of that light, I'm saying that's more like 12. And over here on the negative side, we should have like 1 or 2 maximum. And you can see they're the same brightness, so we've got 12 volts on both sides of the coil. So something is not, we're not getting a draw. The draw should come from the coil, or the ECU. Alright, so with the ECU unplugged, we're going to check it again. No changes at all. So we're not getting any communication from the ECU for some reason. Okay, so I don't really know what the problem is, but I found the problem, if that makes sense. It is the ECU. I've done every test I can do, and it kept leading back to the ECU. So I went and dug one out of the building. Luckily, I have a bunch of spares, and surely enough, I got two bad ones. I don't understand. Let me flip the camera around. All right, here's the one I just dug out. I know it looks just like the one I had, but it's right here. It's not the same one. So the one that's hooked up and this one are both bad. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But so I got everything wired up. Keys in run. That's coming from the coil wire. I just got a gap off that spark plug. And then I'm going to touch, what if I can find it? All right, here it is. This is the plug that goes to the distributor, and I'm just going to touch it off the ground. And if this is working, we should get a spark. I don't know if you can see it, but it is sparking. I mean, I can hear it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but it's there. And back to what we were checking a minute ago. So this transistor is not hot anymore. So it's grounded and it is working properly. I do not understand what happened to these two. Alright, let me show you where I'm at now. So done some testing, and everything seems to be fine with the wiring. I grounded this ECU with a lead wire and the one that I had coming over here, and I got it connected over here to the old ground and old ECU. And I checked for spark with the spark checker, like actual, you know, not just a spark plug, but actual check. And it's kind of weak, I think. I'm only getting right there where it's at, about 20. I think it's like 20,000 volts or 2,000 volts or whatever. I think it's 20,000. But that's all I'm getting. I would like to see a little bit more than that. I filled the carburetor up with the gas. I just went through the vent tube and filled it up. As you can see, I'm now, you can't see because the choke's closed, but I'm getting fuel. Let's I got everything hooked back up. Let's see if it starts. All right, so it started. It's not running the best, but I wonder if I'm not getting fuel. Let me put the camera down so I can use both hands. It almost seems like it just burned up what was in the carburetor, what I poured in the carburetor, and then it died. All right, it's getting fuel. Let's try it again. Oh, ain't that something? It fired right up now once. Yeah, it's not getting fuel again. I think that ran long enough. It ought to pulled something out of the tank by now, I would think. But well, at least I got sort of kind of the electrical demons figured out. I don't understand why this ECU would just go bad or stop working or whatever, especially two of them. That's weird to me. Because I had the orange one in first, and I was having issues, and it was running great, but it was just kind of intermittent. I'd come out here one day and it wouldn't start. I wasn't getting no spark, and then I would fiddle with it, get it going, and it would run fine for a month or two. Then I'd come back out and I'd do the same thing. So I switched ECUs, and I had this. This is the original one that actually came off the car, but I put it back on. I haven't had any problems. Of course, it's been almost a year since this car's ran. Last January or February, whenever it was, I was having the fuel issues. I took the carburetor off, sent it back, come find out, I had all the rust and stuff in the tank, if y'all ever watched that video. And yeah, that's why I redid the fuel system. So I got new fuel lines, new fuel tank, new fuel pump, everything. And then, of course, I had the carburetor rebuilt. But I'm not sure why these electrical issues. But let me show you what I got to fix it. I'll take this battery loose, so I don't have. I'll come back out here and pick this up in a minute. Come in here in the shop real quick. I got heat running in here. It feels good. It's cold. It's a nice there's 46 in here. That's with the heat going. Alright, so I got this, and I actually picked this up before when I was having issues. I thought maybe that this would help me, and I never did put it in. So I'm kind of thinking maybe it's time I should go ahead and install that. And that is just your connector to your ECU. It's pretty simple. You got your distributor connection here. This is actually goes to it says a choke, which I don't need that, so I think I'm just gonna cut that off. This is your coil negative, and then your power in. So, and then I can just splice that into my power in I got now. But with the weak spark issue, there's got to be a draw somewhere. I just got to figure out where it's coming from. There's something pulling power from somewhere, because I have, like 13 volts or whatever at the battery. I got 12, I don't know, I can't remember now, 12.6, 12.7 at the bulkhead. And then I've got that weak spark, so I got a draw coming from somewhere, but we'll figure it out. And I got to figure out why we're not pulling fuel. I only put 5 gallons in it. Maybe where it's kind of on that. I got it up on ramps. Maybe where it's on them ramps, it ain't got enough gas in the tank to pull. I guess I could add 5 more gallons and see. But as much as I've cranked on that thing and what little bit it ran right there, I would think it'd be plenty enough to pull the tank, or pull fuel out of the tank. But well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's keep chasing these demons, and we'll get it solved eventually. We'll go ahead and end this one here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day.